Hi guys, it's time for an update on the progress on my van. Before we go any further, make sure to click like and subscribe. That way you'll get to see more content like this. Also, to help other people find this content. You can also join my Patreon, and be links down below, and a reminder at the end of the video. For now, enjoy the rest of the video. Let's start with, I'm shooting inside my van tonight because it's raining outside, so I can't just go outside and, do what I've been doing. So here I am. This is my stage. Doesn't look too bad. I don't think so. My Rubik's Cube. So let's talk about the van. So last time when I was showing you my van, I had just moved in with everything run up real close to the wire, and I had to just move in like it was. And I think the only thing I'd done so far, I got the AC working, the van was running, and I got a bed. We got some changes. Let's start with the first major change. Solar panels. I've got solar panels. Now, these solar panels that I got, they're 100 watts each, 4 altogether, 400 watts. I've got them wired in 2 circuits, so they're 24 volt, 2 panels wired in series, 24 volt, and then each of these 2 panels wired in series are wired in parallel, and they come down. I have not a very good charge controller. It is currently extracting more energy than I can use right now because I don't have enough batteries to store everything. So I'll be getting batteries soon. Now let's look at the solar panels. Let's start with this guy. This is the wire. You can see under the panels there. See where they're connected. We'll go to the other side and take a look. You can see this bracket that I made. I painted them black. So this wire, as you can see over here, is where it connects to the solar panels. And I got this conduit that comes down here, and then we follow the A pillar. If you don't know your car geography, this is called the A pillar. And go down the A pillar and then down into the fender. From there it goes under there and under the van. I'm not going to show that. I washed it. So we're looking at this side of the solar panels. Now the panels themselves, they have this box here. Positive and negative come out, of course. And as you can see, if you follow this wire up there, it connects. These are in series. So these 2 panels are in series together, producing 24 volts. And these 2 panels are in series together, producing 24 volts. These 2 separate circuits are wired in parallel. Let's look at the top. This is the fun part of solar panels. There's the back 2 panels. And then here are the front 2 panels. See, it looks kind of cool. Got nothing but compliments on this. Of course, the big question is, how does it handle actual power? So in terms of batteries, I think I mentioned this before, but I have 3 engine starter batteries, 1 deep cycle lead acid battery, and 1 very small deep cycle lithium battery. Soon, I believe on my next payday, which is on Thursday, I should be buying a fridge, and I'll be buying my first new battery, which will be another lithium battery. And hopefully that battery will have enough capacity to keep the fridge powered, which means I won't be increasing the draw, but it will take longer to charge. So the batteries that are in here right now, they will charge in the morning. I generally wake up around 10:30 in the morning. I work evenings. I go to work 12:30, 1:30, somewhere in that area. So I wake up around 10:30, and generally speaking, in that crappy morning light, my batteries are already charged. So I have plenty of room, even with the bad charge controller, I have plenty of room to add more battery capacity and increase, power available. Let's see, what else did I do? I replaced the alternator. The alternator went out. When I went to buy a new one, I found that there was an upgrade available. I believe the stock alternator was like 120 amps, but there was an optional alternator that was 160 amps. Knowing that I had batteries I needed to be able to charge, that's what I got. See, what else did I do under the hood? I did the belt and the tensioner and idler pulleys again. Warranted them out. There's something going on. I got to take another look. There's something going on. Maybe there's something with the power steering pulley. Maybe something with the AC compressor. I don't know. If there's something going on, I'm pretty sure I already need another one. I've replaced 1 tire. That was the new tire. Well, the new used tire I put on to get it out of Killeen. And that's the new used tire that I put on recently. I still have 2 old tires to do. So I now have 2 quality used tires and 2 tires that sat on the van for the 3 or 4 years that it sat there in the field. So a little bit safer. I promise it's safer. Let's see, what else have I done? Oh, I redecorated the interior. So let's check out this interior. This is it from the window, from the outside. All right, so let's look at it from the inside. Now, when you open the door, all the lights come on, including that back one. Now, if you remember from my last video, this place was a freaking mess. I've obviously cleaned it up. So let's start over here by the door. This is all stuff that I need to put in my storage unit. Here's my shoes. I still need new shoes. My bed. I showed you my bed last time. What is this? Ah, okay, there's my bed. Now, because this is all slanted, I actually have to pull the bed back every night, or else it fills in this whole area, and then I can't really. I mean, what are you going to do with that? It's my water. You might remember my water from the last video. Still working out how I'm managing the water. My hairbrush, long hair. Got to brush my hair. There's the trash can. Remember the trash can? There's a trash can. There's my new laundry hamper. Putting that in freed up a whole bunch of room in this area, and it was nice. And I can put my towels, my dish towels and crap back there because I don't use them very often. But when I need them, that's where they are. Now, the big change I did here is I bought these cubby things. Got them off of Amazon. So I got to organize my whole damn mess. Now, as you can see, it's a lot cleaner. And there's the cooler. Cooler is always there. And the back door. Now, all the rest of this stuff is still the same. I'm not going to go through and show you this, but I am going to kind of show you what this van looks like when I'm sitting in it. There's the door closed. And one thing that happens is that light turns off. Now, these lights, I turned them on. So when I got all the lights on, this is what it looks like inside. And I can see I got a clock up there. Make sure you can see the clock. There's a clock on it. There's my fan. That helps me, in the middle of the night. When it's a cool night like it is right now, I can just run the fan. I don't need to run the engine with the air conditioner. I do still have to run the engine to charge the batteries. And this is where I sit. So this is the way I see my van. This is my life. Okay, I'm going to show you these cool cubbies. All right. I got food in here. This is part of my pantry. Got plates and stuff, spoons and forks and stuff. It's all disposable for now because I haven't worked out how I'm going to wash dishes. Well, once I work that out, I'm going to put real dishes in here. These are all clothes. This one's clothes. This is a bunch of miscellaneous cleaning stuff. These are the headphones that I use. So I figured out, this is why those speakers are leaving. I brought the speakers in originally because my phone and my laptop are not loud enough to overcome the air conditioner in the van. So I got the speakers so I could watch videos, TV shows, whatever. But then I had to bring in the headphones. These are the headphones that came with my drums, actually. I have electronic drums in my storage unit. So, because yes, those drums that you hear in the intro to every video I make, that's me playing them. So they're good headphones, so I use them when I'm making videos. And then I had an epiphany a couple nights ago that I don't need those speakers because I can use those headphones. It's not like I ever have company here and we're going to watch a video together or anything. Let's see. I got this cool bag. It's a toiletry bag. It's got my shaving cream, razor, toothpaste, all that stuff in it. There's the sugar that I'm going to need for making my tea. Now, when we get back here, there's a space back there now, which you can't really see all that well because of the way the lighting is working. That box contains a new spare tire hoist because this vehicle, for some reason, locates the spare tire right under the seats. On the outside, of course. And so there's a hoist that binds, and so I bought a new one, but I haven't installed it yet. You're going to find that if you look around one of these cubbies, has parts that I still haven't installed. Now, the rear AC is still working fantastically. It's not on right now. Oh, one more thing. So I got these lights. These are mechanic drop lights. Let me show you. And they're magnetic. So there we go, magnetic. See, that's the case my lavalier mics are in. Obviously, I keep them out in case I need them. Sometimes it's easier to grab one of these. Also, in order to read the solar charge controller, at night, I actually have to shine the magnet on it. So right now I got 12.9 volts. That's what my batteries have right now. Now, some of you may not be aware of this, but 12-volt batteries are considered fully discharged when they read 10.5 volts. And fully charged, right around 14 volts. So 12.9 is fine. I'm about in the middle. However, you never want to fully discharge lead-acid batteries. And that's what I have in there for the most part right now. You're not supposed to run them below about 11.5, 11.25 volts, somewhere around there. So having 12.9 right now is okay, but I am going to have to start the engine, in a couple of hours, so I can charge up the batteries again. And then that fan, whenever it's time for me to go to bed, I'm going to crank up the engine, crank the AC up, get this place nice and cold. Last night I was shivering. Then I'm going to turn everything off, turn that fan on, turn everything else off, lock the doors, and go to bed. And when I wake up, that fan's going to be blowing on me, and I'm not going to be overheated or anything. I might sweat a little bit, depending on how late I wake up. Usually I wake up around 10:30, and right now in Central Texas, it's still relatively cool. That's unusual for July, but in August, we can expect that the overnight lows will be in the 80s. Well, I'll be waking up in that. The overnight lows should never get into the 90s, no matter how hot it is here. So I should be okay. I do have the vents open in the back, so I should be okay. I don't think I'm going to die in here. So that's the interior of the van. This is how I'm living. There's my towel. The world can be a very dangerous place, so of course you have to know where your towel is. Mine is right there. I have another towel right there in case I need it. It's pretty much the solar panels, the alternator, redecorated the interior. Oh, we changed the spare tire hoist. So this van, for some reason, they decided to put the spare tire under the front seats, right behind the engine compartment. So in order to get the spare tire down, you have to go to the spot between the center console and the center console. Both those are called center consoles. I don't know why, but you have to go to a spot between them on the floor and screw and screw and screw to drop the spare tire. As you can imagine, that whole mechanism was rusted to hell, and we had to go in there and actually cut it. Again, Jason Dere came over and helped for Dere Mobile. He also got me the tire, by the way, and we were able to get it down. And of course, the donut spare, the rim was pretty rusty, but it was surface rust that looked terrible. So I cleaned it up, repainted it, put a new spare tire hoist in. So I now have a working spare tire. Yep, that's it. Thank you for watching the video. If you made it this far, you definitely need to like and subscribe. Ring the bell if you want to get notifications. And don't forget to join my Patreon. At some point, when people join my Patreon, this wall is going to be filled with names. Obviously, there aren't any right now. YouTube might be suggesting some videos here for you to watch. You could also do that. Have a nice day.